Welcome back, guys. And I've had this permanent smile on my face, and it's not because I went on vacation in Puerto Rico, though that plays a part. Um, Aaron Rodgers is back at camp. Not only is he back at camp, they actually listened to him. They brought back Randall Cobb, which is his buddy old pal, one of his favorite targets. Mind you, they just drafted a slot receiver in Amari Rodgers, so they only did this to cater to him. And then they scrapped the old contract, which was a terrible deal. Terrible. Um, and he basically got like a NBA player type deal where by the end of the season, he can either request a trade, retire, or extend. The ball is in his court, which leads us to him having peace of mind, being able to go to sleep, count sheeps, and not having any more excuses. You cannot lose to the Buccaneers again. And I'm saying the Buccaneers because I still believe they're the best team in football currently. Um, the Packers have what it takes to beat Thomas Edward, the GOAT Brady. And if he wants to cement his face on that Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks, you can't let this man retire before beating him in the playoffs. You cannot. It just can't. It just won't happen. So, Aaron, it's time to go to work. Uh, we we can pause the football talk for now. I don't know if you guys have been watching the Olympics, but the Olympic basketball has been pretty awesome. That game, Slovenia versus France, to me was probably the one of the best games all year, like any format. It came down to the wire. The Lucas show was on, and it was really the battle of the styles. You had one team in Slovenia who was playing through their star. Felt like I was watching Doug Collins' Bulls in the '90s, where Jordan, was Jordan, had the ball in his hand the whole time. Versus, a team. They France played as a team, as a unit. They moved the ball. They cuts, screens. It was good. It was a good game. Went down to the wire, 90-89. I won't tell you who won, but you can deduce. Um, but what was more interesting about this is all the Kevin Durant slander. And I don't get it, cause he's pretty much the best scorer ever. I dare say that. We can argue. Um, he's shown us this year back to back 50-piece nuggets against the Bucks. I think one was 49. He pushed the Bucks to the brink by himself. And when I say by himself, Harden was on one leg. Joe Harris, who was one of the best three-point shooter in the NBA, couldn't make a three. And Kyrie Irving was hurt again. So KD was essentially, one man army. He was making plays, he was passing, but he tried to put the team on his back, and he did his best. If he didn't have a big foot, the Bucks don't go to the finals, and the rest is history. And shout out to the Bucks. Giannis put in the work. It showed, and they won. But this Team USA slander was ridiculous. Okay, ridiculous. They're the best team in the world. They didn't perform how we're accustomed to, but I don't think it's because of their lack of talent as much as it is the rest of the world catching up. I'm sorry, the Dream Team and the Redeem Team, they were not facing Luka, Jokic, Giannis's. They were not facing that kind of talent. They were not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I love it. I love it. France almost upset the world. Upset Team USA. Turn it upside down. It was a good game. Rudy Gobert, I know he's gonna think about this game for a very long time. He missed 7 free throws. Some of them were crucial, especially in a 5-point game. Crucial free throws. But hey, Kevin Durant performed yet again. He's like averaging 30 in gold medal games, which is like the final game of a gold medal competition. He shows up. Big games, Kevin Durant's gonna show up, you know. Which brings me to the NBA. Free agency has been fun. I think free agency is probably the most fun time of the year. All the movement, the new lineups, the speculations, you know. So here are mine. I have the Lakers right now as their free agency winner. The Bulls come a close second. They were able to acquire DeRozan, a 20-point scorer, and Lonzo Ball, a floor general, to pair it with Vucevic and Zach LaVine. Mind you, Vucevic is a walking 20 and 10. Zach LaVine is then your 30-piece nugget every night. That team is going to be able to score. We'll see how they defend. I think we're looking at maybe a top 5 seed now in Chicago. The Heat did well too, but the Lakers. Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard. 3 bona fide All-Stars. One of them was an MVP. You have two groups of people right now. You have the people that think that team is too old. They won't be able to get it done. They're going to get injured. They won't play 82 games. And you have the group that thinks this is a super team. I'm somewhere in between. I do believe they're going to have issues with load managing and, you know, the wear and tear of the year. And don't let that team be healthy come playoff time. If these boys are healthy come playoff time, just think about this. Russell Westbrook coming down on a fast break, being able to pass the ball to Carmelo Anthony in the corner, or LeBron James galloping down the wing. Oh, and Anthony Davis on the trail. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. I do believe those guys are high IQ players, and they're going to figure it out, and it's going to be scary. It's going to be a lot of alley-oops, whole lot of LeBron puffing his chest, and Westbrook going crazy. I can't wait. I have the Lakers as a top seed, top 3 seed. I don't think they're going to lock number 1 seed. But finals. I have them going to the finals and losing to the Nets. If you disagree, feel free to say so in the comments. But keep in mind, I think they won free agency because they've only spent $15 million with the free agents signings. Only $15 million, and they acquired 6 players, including, you know, former All-Stars. So you can't look at the Lakers and not be scared. You cannot. But yeah, let me know what you think. Lakers to the finals. I'd love to hear your opinions.